OK, now there were rumbles in the jungle last night, of course, as the royal celebs
On that note,
got their subjects to defend their crowns. Plough on, Kate, plough on. Crowns and gain immunity from tonight's eviction in the Bush Brewery Challenge.
So Richard's joined us along with social media expert Christian Howes. Good to see you. So we're kicking off this weekend, the triple eviction.
Yes. Turns to camera, thinking he knows what you're talking about. I'll just read this. Last night saw Jungle royalty Adam and Martin defend their crowns against Ola and Joel in the Claim of Thrones Bush Brewery Challenge. I'll never get my lips around that word. The 300th Bush Tucker trial. Champagne! And it was Martin who was left with his tail between his legs after Ola knocked him off his royal high horse, after she downed pint after pint of blended worms, blended flies, blended sheep's bits. You get the idea. I love a blend, but only in a screw top normally. Adam also fared well in the challenge, holding on to his crown after happily knocking back his blended bits. Then Martin, in a cruel twist of fate, chose the short straw to become a royal staff member alongside Carol. So how did he take his loss? Here you go.
What?
That's not very nice. How...
Sorry, wrong number.
And we've already...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's done that on purpose.
I didn't. I tripped over the bag.
Adam did get his own back, though, at the end of the show, but not before he was chosen to once again defend his crown alongside Wayne. They go head-to-head with Lisa and Scarlett tonight in the Gates of Hell Challenge, leaving Ola and Sam immune as 3 evictions take place this weekend. It's been unmissable, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
I know. So, look, Christian, Richard's mentioned 3. There are evictions looming this weekend. What's your guide, then, to winning the Jungle Crown? What are the things we should be looking out for on social media and everywhere?
So, as Oscar Wilde famously said, there's only one thing worse in this world than being talked about, and that's not being talked about. And
was he thinking about I'm a Celeb when he said that?
I think he was. When he wrote those words, he was thinking
Very much
about...
before his time.
Yeah, reality TV. And I think the first thing is about volunteering. So it's getting in the mix, getting airtime. And if you look around the Bush Tucker trials, we just talked about them, actually a lot of mentions for Bush Tucker trials, over 24,000. It's a bit more now from last night's. But the one that was on everyone's lips was Adam's reaction to the spiders.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's put himself way out in the running because of that hysterical reaction.
I've just seen that sign that's just above his shoulder. I won't read it out. You probably can't see it. But I mean, it's always magical when you watch somebody struggling like that in such a hysterical way, and I'd imagine that would, of course...
I mean, it sparks a discussion on social media. Also, volunteering is not just about the Bush Tucker trials, it's about actually getting involved in the camp. So Larry, who is the second most talked about celebrity so far this series, he's the Pojak, I call him, not the POTUS, the Pojak, which is the president of the jungle camp. Right?
Nice, Pojak.
So he is good. Now, the second way to get the mentions, to get on everyone's lips, is starting fights. Here's Martin. Starting fights, 19,000 mentions. Martin is now the most talked about celebrity, a diamond celebrity.
Really?
And bearing in mind he came in late with Danny, he's the most talked about. There's been a lot of histrionics, lots of fights, and I think getting in the mix round the campfire is a good way, a good surefire way. And the third way is showing some skin.
Getting in the shower.
Getting in the shower, in the warm shower. So if you get in the warm shower and get your body out, it's a 65% female demographic watches this show. So I think you get a good
positive.
So basically, if you look at Joel and the abs on display there, I don't think I'll get the same reaction. Don't make you, Richard.
Oh, please. Have we met? I may have just done legs yesterday, but I could pull that off.
It's again, getting some skin out is a good way of getting the audience talking about you, keeping you front of mind when people think about voting.
And that's key, isn't it, as well? Yeah, OK, there you go. Top tips.